Hello and a very warm welcome to yet another exciting edition of the program CSE Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. My name is Rashid Mahi. Coming up, fintech companies give RG a pat on the back as the July 7 deadline fast approaches. Bryfan commends RG for transformational leadership. Plus, CSE Director bows out in style, receives RG's commendation. We will be right back.
My challenges can be categorized into two. Some are human, some are machines. Because of the advent of technology, our activities here in CAC is automated now. So most of the complaints from my customers are lack of prompt response to their complaints and begin to consider the issue of deploying artificial intelligence to solve our problem. This is one of the challenges I can identify. And in terms of human error, you know, if you are a leader, you take decisions and actions. Some may be happy with it, some may not be happy with it. I'm trying to be on myself to encourage people and plead with me to give me more time, and they will understand me more. What we are looking for, quality service. Quality service is very important. We promise the general public to improve on our services and to give them the best and quality service.
Welcome back. We begin with words of encouragement to the Commission, as fintech operators in Nigeria have uploaded the Corporate Affairs Commission for ensuring speedy registration of their agents. The applause came during a review meeting between the Registrar General, CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and the fintech companies. Dr. Masquel Loko, Managing Director, OPE, gave kudos to the Registrar General for creating a special dedicated portal to ensure seamless registration of their agents and merchants. Maxwell Loko went further to commend the Commission's staff for their hard work and speedy resolution of issues. He therefore advised other operators to maximally utilize the Special Registration Portal (SRP) in order to beat the set deadline of July 7, 2024. Also speaking at the meeting, Chika Nwosu, Managing Director, PalmPay, noted with delight that the Registrar General had ensured the clearance of all pending applications, even as the applications kept surging. In his remarks, James Ede, Managing Director of Fair Money, informed the gathering that they were set to go live on their platform to enable them to meet the deadline. James Ede, however, appealed for a slight extension of time to enable more of their agents to benefit from the project. Earlier, in his opening remarks, the Registrar General, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, said the meeting was to, amongst others, review their performances as well as identify challenges and provide solutions to enable them to meet up with the July 7, 2024 deadline. The CSE boss said their requests for extension of time might be considered after due consultation with all stakeholders. He, however, hinted that they may be penalized on applications submitted after the July 7 deadline. The Commission had in May 2024, during a meeting with FINTECH, better known as point of sale POS operators, fixed 7th July 2024 as the deadline for the completion of regularization of all their agents, merchants, and individuals. CSE Weekly reports that representatives of PalmPay, OPay, TZPay, Fair Money, Trust Technology, and Mumba Financial Services. Also present were Mr. Tokoni Peter Igoni, Special Advisor to the President on ICT, and Mr. Salihu Dasuki of the Office of the Vice President, amongst others. Let's now talk a little about service delivery. In his continued quest for service excellence, the Registrar General Husseini Shak Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, recently played host to a team from Oracle Corporation. Led by the Oracle Corporation Senior Territory Manager, Public Sector, Mr. Salim Itala, solicited collaboration with the CAC to, among others, complement its software solution to further improve the seamless incorporation services in both pre and post incorporation applications. Now, moving on to another accolade for the CAC boss. The Business Recovery and Insolvency Practitioners Association of Nigeria, BRIPAN, has described the Registrar General of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, as a transformational leader. The president of the association, Chimeze Victor Ihekwazu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, stated this during a courtesy call on the Registrar General. Chimeze Victor uploaded the RG for what he called excellent and transformational innovations into the Commission's services within a short period in office. He added that the Registrar General has made the business environment safe in Nigeria, especially through the ongoing registration of points of sale POS operators in accordance with provisions of the law. While commending the Commission's seamless registration services, the BRIPAN president noted with delight that it was rated highly as one of the best government agencies in the area of efficiency and regulatory duties. He stressed that the body had maintained a good friendly relationship with the CAC for over 20 years and solicited its sustenance. The BRIPAN president used the forum to call for the setting up of a joint committee for the review of the insolvency bill. Responding, the Registrar General Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, thanked BRIPAN for the visit and expressed readiness to sustain the existing collaboration with the Commission. He reaffirmed the Commission's policy of ensuring that insolvency practitioners seeking to register with the Commission must first be members of the association. The Registrar General, however, advised the association to develop a comprehensive digital database for all its members. CAC Weekly reports that others who spoke during the visit commended the CAC boss for making Senior Advocates of Nigeria proud in view of the innovations brought since his assumption of office. Moving on to celebrating service to motherland. The Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has uploaded the unblemished and outstanding career of the outgoing Director, Nodal and State Offices Department, Mrs. Ethel Uzochina Ekbe. Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate, was speaking at a farewell ceremony organized in honor of the Director as she commenced her pre-retirement leave. The CAC boss commended her for the 33 years of exemplary service to the Commission and enjoined her to utilize the knowledge and experience acquired for greater accomplishments. Speaking on behalf of the management, the Director of Human Resources Department, Mrs. Olayemi Olamide Oyeni, praised Mrs. Egbe's meritorious and impeccable service and prayed God to guide her future endeavor. Responding, the outgoing NSOD Director, Mrs. Ethel Ozochina Egbe, thanked the management and staff of the Commission for organizing a befitting farewell ceremony for her service to the Commission. Ethel Egbe expressed delight to the CAC for affording her a platform to excel and therefore pledged to continue to offer services even after retirement whenever the need arises. Also speaking, the Director of Record Management Department, Tume Teramba Scholastica, appreciated the Registrar General for the sent forth, which he said was the first of its kind and should therefore be sustained. CAC Weekly reports that high point of the ceremony was the cutting of the retirement cake by Ethel Egbe in company of the Registrar General and the management staff. Ethel Egbe joined the services of the Commission on 1st July 1991 and is set to exit on 26 September 2024. We say congratulations to Madam Ethel. And now on to tax matters. The Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria has presented an award to the Corporate Affairs Commission in recognition and appreciation of its invaluable support to the Institute. The award was presented to the CAC during the 26th Annual Tax Conference of the Institute held between 13th and 17th May 2024 at the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, International Trade and Convention Center. The head of Finance and Accounts Department, Isa Umaru, in the company of Femi Abidoye, Assistant Director Accounts, formally presented the award and other souvenirs to the Registrar General, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate in his office, who expressed delight over the recognition. And from tax, we head to MSME promotion. The Corporate Affairs Commission has upscaled its sensitization efforts to drive more businesses into the formal sector. One of such endeavors was its recent participation at the FCT MSME One-Stop Shop, organized by the Abuja Enterprise Agency, AEA. The sensitization program and business clinic for their themed Ease of Doing Business, Essentials, Formalization and Funding Opportunities for MSMEs was held on Thursday, 20th June 2024 in collaboration with Africa House, which is a public-private partnership economic diplomacy initiative. The project aims to develop African exports and bilateral relationships across the world under the African Union 2063 economic agenda. The Commission was aptly represented by its desk officer, Hassan Bala, who provided company registration tips at the event, which mobilized over 250 entrepreneurs. Now moving on to KAMA 2020, alias the Game Changer. Let's now go to our interview segment and join Justin Nidabirao, CAC's Director Compliance, for the concluding part of our interview on the lifespan of a dying company, as provided by the provisions of the Companies and Allied Matters Act KAMA 2020. Sit back, relax, and enjoy watching.
The money to be paid to the consultant will even be more than the money to use to settle liabilities. So the company will merely pay them and then end up crumbling.
No, there is a way to work around it.
Okay.
You can hire them and tie their remuneration as such to milestones.
Okay.
By milestones, we mean what they are able to deliver in practice.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's go to the accreditation of the IPS, the insolvency practitioners. I know it is new, and part of the thinking of the commission is also to save, companies from total, collapse.
Yes. With the coming in of KAMA 2020,
yes,
it recognizes the insolvency practitioner as a special breed of professional that should be regulated and licensed for them to practice. Like we earlier said, KAMA automatically recognizes members of BRIPAN, that's Business and Insolvency Practitioners Association of Nigeria, as being members entitled to be licensed. So once you are a member, you are recognized as an insolvency practitioner. And you will be issued accreditation by the Corporate Affairs Commission to practice as an insolvency practitioner. Then the accountants and the legal practitioners are the ones that we said would require to bring evidence of practice in insolvency for a prescribed period of 5 years. 5 years.
Okay.
Yes.
How much do they pay for accreditation?
It is just a minor amount of 50,000 naira.
And what is the time frame, the process? How long does it last?
No, that one doesn't take, once you fulfill the requirement, it doesn't take more than 24 hours.
Okay. How lucrative is this business so that I can maybe venture into it?
Well, maybe you have to engage those that are outside, but as a public servant, we know that particularly in times of depression or in times of economic challenges, the demand for service of the insolvency practitioners would normally be very high.
Yes, I'm asking you because there's a report yesterday or day before yesterday in the newspapers. Now, because of the challenging economic environment that we have, and coupled with the energy problems that we have, over 300 companies are departing Nigeria. So this would be a very lucrative business for IPS.
Oh yes. Naturally, you don't just depart like that. Ordinarily, it's expected that those companies should either be sold off to people, either citizens of the country that will be able to run those companies, or some other people that will take over. So it's expected that, one, if those companies cannot be bought by other companies or by other investors, that naturally they should wind them up before they leave.
Okay, all right. So, but does that bother you as a regulator?
It borders,
over 300 companies.
It borders every Nigerian. It borders every Nigerian that such a large number of companies will live at the same time. But sometimes it's business decisions. And unless you are involved, you wouldn't know what goes on their mind for them to take such decisions. But our consolation actually is that as these other ones are leaving,
new ones will come.
Many more new ones are coming.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm asking because the CAC has done so much as far as the ease of doing business is concerned. You know, reducing registration days to 24 hours and now to 3 hours. Yeah. So it means you can just come in if you fill the requirement. In 3 hours, you have a company registered. But the environment itself, the business environment itself is beyond just registering a company. So I don't know, when the commission sits with the people who, other stakeholders, as far as the, you know, ease of doing business is concerned, don't you raise this question? That ours is just to raise a, register you, make sure that you are, you're properly registered and you can embark on business. But the other things matters most.
Yes, I think
the taxation, the energy, the multiple taxation, the energy and other transportation, bad roads, all of that.
I think generally, we recognize that the government has actually tried for the business sector.
So what happened that over 300 are departing?
Well, like we said, it's a business decision they have to take.
But this is the big market. Nigeria is the biggest market in Africa. So why will I depart a biggest market and go to a smaller market like Ghana?
Well, sometimes,
or even Togo.
Sometimes you look at the returns on investment, which actually primarily determines whether a company will continue in business or not. So if maybe you look at your operational cost and vis-a-vis the revenue that you drive from the big market, if at the end of the day you look at your operational cost and the margin, or the return on capital is so low, usually business operators take decision.
Okay, so as we round up, let's go to the response so far to this new concept of IPs, the insolvency practitioner. What's the response so far? Is that encouraging?
Well, yes.
Okay, because I know it's
looking
lucrative.
at it from two perspectives,
okay.
We could say that the response from the practitioners have been encouraging because quite a number of lawyers, accountants, and members of BRIPAN have gotten accredited to practice as insolvency practitioners. But if we are also talking about the paradigm shift, which was the primary reason for bringing in the concept of business rescue from the beginning, then that has not significantly occurred.
Okay.
Because we could see over time, over the little period from 2021 to date, that there is still primary focus on the traditional area of insolvency, and which is liquidation, receivership, and managers.
Okay.
And the challenge we earlier identified was that the traditional practice mostly led to liquidation or death of the company, which is not good for the economy.
Okay.
Yes.
What other challenge did you identify so far?
Well, the other challenges are mostly technical. You find that for applications for winding up, for instance, maybe because it is too technical, quite a few people get it once without query.
Okay. So query comes up.
So you find that one application you have to raise series of queries before the queries are resolved.
Okay.
And you now approve the application.
All right. Mr. Dindia Justin, I think it's a fine place to leave it. Many thanks for your time indeed, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thumbs up for that enlightening moment, Mr. Justin. And now, do you know that by the provisions of Section 421, subsection 1 of the CAMA 2020, the annual return of a company limited by shares or guarantee or unlimited shall be completed, signed, and delivered to the Corporate Affairs Commission not later than 42 days after the annual general meeting for the year. So have you updated your records with the Commission? Well done if you have. And if you have yet to do that, please hurry now to www.csc.gov.ng to file your return to avoid being struck off. The CAC remains committed to working hard to provide prompt and efficient service to customers in line with global best practices.
Attention, business owners. Did you know that failing to file your annual return can put your company at risk? In Nigeria, the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020 requires all registered entities to submit their annual return to the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) or face serious consequences. The listing, striking off the CAC register, these are not just empty threats. They are real risks that can strip you of your business license, cutting off access to government activities, support, subventions, and crucial post-incorporation services. The law is clear. Annual returns are mandatory for the continued recognition of your business as a legal entity. Act now. Good news! Filing your annual return has never been easier. Introducing the CAC online portal, your convenient, efficient, and accessible solution to fulfill your annual return obligations. File your annual return online through the CAC portal today. CAC, committed to prompt and efficient service.
And that does it for this week's edition of the program CAC Weekly. We do hope you enjoyed watching. For comments and inquiries, please take advantage of our social media handles and helplines. On Instagram, the address is Corporate Affairs Commission. On Facebook, it's still Corporate Affairs Commission. On X, formerly Twitter, is at CAC Nigeria 1. Email is cservice@csc.gov.ng. Our website is www.csc.gov.ng. And the call center number is 070-8062-9000. Do join us next week for another interesting edition of the program, same time, same station. From me, Rashid Mahi, and the whole team, is bye for now.